is the best gift one can get. And this year is really special because I get to celebrate this day with my daughter and her boyfriend. And honestly, this is every mother's dream come true. It feels good being appreciated. On this day, I felt so paid off being a mom. We just arrived at my daughter's and her boyfriend apartment. And today, they're gonna treat us a barbecue dinner. This is my beloved Tommy, my daughter's boyfriend. Very sweet of him to cook me a meal for Mother's Day. And I can tell my daughter is so in love with him. And look at what they have cooked for us. What a spread! This is how a classic Swedish barbecue look like. Don't know whether you can feel it or not, but I really feel their TLC leh. I really appreciate their effort in putting together a delicious meal. And this is their cat Milla, 2 years old, a Swedish farmer cat, and she's playing with my packet of Korean chili powder. I notice she's very active and won't sit still. She's curious about anything and everything. Unlike Siri, she's not the cuddly type. And as you can see, she's unduly excited for everything around her. Do you know that 1 out of 4 households in Sweden own a cat? And it doesn't matter if you are staying in an apartment or a house. Cats don't really need a big space to be happy. As long as you are okay with them standing on top of the table, on the cupboard, on shelf, in the bed, in the sofa, then it's fine to have a cat. Studies show that people who have cats are more caring and loving. And it's the same with dogs too. So if you want to be partner with a caring, loving person, make sure you know that he has a cat or a dog. In Sweden, when the sky turns pink or orange, most likely you have a better weather the next day. And this is how it looks like at midnight. The next day, I asked LG to help me with a planting box. We plan to make a planting box that are higher because there are lots of rabbits and animals around the summer house. So I thought when they are higher, they won't reach the vegetables or the crops. And since we have some leftover cubicle compressed stone, I thought it would be perfect to raise the bed higher so that it is more stable. Because these rocks are not light, they are very heavy. I accidentally hurt my arm while lifting those heavy stones. So right now I'm on medication and I try not to lift too much so much. But you know what to do, we need to eat and I want to have this planting box desperately. But I think the suffer or the sacrifice is worthwhile. And luckily LG is a strong man. Otherwise my hand will be even more painful. You notice we like to do things together when we are in the summer house. And I notice when doing things together as couple is a very good couple therapy. Even though we don't always agree with each other, and by working together, it forces us to cooperate. And as you can say, this is some kind of teamwork or team building. It creates opportunity for us to communicate with each other, solve problems together, respect each other's ideas or decisions, and this results in achieving the same goal together. To us, we felt like this is a good way to establish a good, healthy relationship. In the past, I often liked to do things all by myself. But nowadays, I find it pleasurable working with him together. In our case is that I got full of ideas and he got the muscles. And that's a good combo, huh? I'm planning to plant some paprikas on this box. And the plant will eventually be very tall. So right now we are creating shades so that it could protect the plant from sun and from animals. Beside the top planting box, I'm going to include the shelf at the side too, so that I could plant my vegetable vertically. These are some of the building material that I collected, and I asked the builder if I could have them. Since he's going to throw it away, I thought why not use it to make shelf for planting. And this is how my planting box looked like after 2 hours of hard work. I plan to plant some herbs on the shelf. As you can see, my pak choi are fully grown and it's ready to be transplanted to a planting bed. At this side, I could plant more plants using bigger pot. This is a very good site because I will get sun all day from all sides. The next day, I decided to transplant all my plants. And luckily, I'm quite short, so the height of the planting bed is perfect for me. These are chili peppers that need a lot of sunlight and they don't mind being crowded. I just pray that it will work. Our strawberry plantation has been invaded by wild rabbits, so I decided to transplant them onto pots instead. Ayo, the stone was so heavy. I think I hurt myself again while doing this. And you know me lah, I'm die hard. I tried to tolerate, but after a few days it got really bad. So now, first thing, remove the black sheet and then remove the strawberry plant individually. When that was done, I need to loosen up the soil. Besides loosening the soil, I also found out that there are a lot of weed in the soil. So I need to open my eyes really big and get rid of all the weed as much as possible. Now I need some of this soil to fill up my planting bed. This year, I tried to plant 65 pak choi, and I'm so worried that the wild rabbit will eat them up. So I'm building a stockade so that I could later put nets to protect the vegetables. Again, all these materials are for free. As you know lah, in Sweden, we try to recycle everything. What for buy when we could get them for free? In the evening, I invited my neighbors Amalia and Peter for some barbecue. It's gonna be a great weather today and tomorrow. And you know sweet lah, they like this kind of, we call that steak flesh. LG thought that was really delicious. And again, it was also for free because my Korean guests left all this bacon in the fridge before they left. These are not bacon. These are slightly thicker bacon, I would say, and it is perfect when you cook them in the morica. It gives the bacon a very smoky flavors, and LG, he loved it. We enjoyed this evening very much with our neighbors. And what a fun way to end this day with a beautiful sunset watching. And now it's midnight, time for bed. Beginning of June is a perfect time to pick birch tea leaf. And I'm so satisfied with my net hydrator. It dried up all my leaves within 2 days. In the past, when I didn't have this, I put my leaf on blanket and put them in the sun. Just imagine how much work is that. And look, this is my delicious tender birch tea leaf from 2021. This is how I make them into tea. To make 1 liter of tea, you actually need less than 10 tea leaves. But I'm very kiasu, I like it to be stronger, so I add more. I like to wash the tea leaf first before I brew them. Drink about 2 liters of this tea every day. It will help to detoxify our body, and also we are allergic to pollen, so this is a very good tea for that. Steep this tea for 20 minutes before you drink them. By the way, did you miss this live stream? If you miss it, I'm going to include that at the end. June is also the beginning of our motorcycle club meeting. If the weather is good, we meet at least once a week. I thought it would be funny for you guys to see how we dress up. And as you can see, there is a lot of protection gear. I think all our protection gear and the helmet weigh more than 6 kilo. It can be quite heavy and time consuming to put on, but we are already getting used to it. Wow, this year a lot of new motorcyclists join us. I think this meeting we have around 100 bikers. While waiting for other bikers to gather, I go to the park nearby to take some pictures and video. I just enjoy watching flowers. I don't know why. It's so relaxing, right? Today our meeting is at another MC club and we have one very special guest. Look at this guy's his bike. This is like a camper bikers. Very good, right? Can put a lot of things. And look at this fella, self-modified bikers. How cool is that, right? This location is really beautiful. It has this little church and beside it there is a river. I bet this is the best time to fish for salmon in this kind of river. I don't know whether if this is the time where the salmon swim upstream to lay eggs in the mountain. Anyone know? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you are new. My name is SD. Thanks for watching. Bye.